Iraqis are headed to the polls Wednesday for their fourth national election since the U.S.-led invasion that toppled Saddam Hussein in 2003. But there's a big difference this time around. With U.S. and coalition forces withdrawn from the country, Iraqi security forces are largely on their own. And insurgents have wasted no time exploiting the security gap, targeting election offices and rallies across the country. The Sunni al-Qaeda splinter group that calls itself the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant has claimed responsibility for a wave of attacks. Suicide bombers and gunmen disguised in military and police uniforms struck several voting centers, killing at least 50 people on Monday alone. One Iraq analyst explained to the Los Angeles Times Iraqi security forces don't have access to the same intelligence they did just a few years ago. Back then, the U.S. was able to provide intelligence support, while the public was more able and willing to cooperate with security forces and provide information. The election is widely seen as a referendum on Nouri al-Maliki, the country's Shiite prime minister of 8 years. His party is poised to win the most seats in Wednesday's election, though perhaps not the majority the party campaigned for. Many Sunnis and secularists complain of discrimination under al-Maliki. Others say his government is responsible for high unemployment and rampant corruption. They've lost hope Wednesday's election will bring any change in policy, according to Middle East analyst Guido Steinberg, who told USA Today, Iraq has been developing in an autocracy in recent years, and there is no reason to hope that these elections will change this. The election comes as Iraq deals with an increase in sectarian violence, the worst since 2008. A year-long offensive by al-Qaeda killed 9,000 people in 2013, renewing fears of a civil war. The unrest has gotten so bad, voting won't even take place in the western province of Anbar, where al-Qaeda-linked militants largely control the cities of Ramadi and Fallujah. The Wall Street Journal's Matt Bradley tells CNN security is the #1 thing on the minds of most voters.
A lot of them said that they were voting for Maliki's state of law, and some of them said they were even voting for more hardline Shiite groups who have connections to militia organizations.
Some 9,000 candidates are running for 328 seats in the country's parliament. Results are not expected anytime soon. For Newsy, I'm Elizabeth Hagedorn, multiple sources, a broader view.